It is better to deserve honors and not have them, than to have them and not deserve them. Do not put off till tomorrow what can be put off till day after tomorrow, just as well. Never argue with a fool. Onlookers may not be able to tell the difference. Be good, and you will be lonesome. Everyone is a moon, and has a dark side, which he never shows to anybody. The fear of death follows from the fear of life. A man who lives fully is prepared to die at any time. The man who does not read has no advantage over the man who cannot read. One of the striking differences between a cat and a lie is that a cat has only 9 lives. Wrinkles should merely indicate where the smiles have been. Noise proves nothing. Often a hen who has laid an egg cackles as if she had laid an asteroid. When your friends begin to flatter you on how young you look, it's a sure sign you're getting old. Some civilized women would lose half their charm without dress, and some would lose all of it. If you pick up a starving dog and make him prosperous, he will not bite you. This is the principal difference between a dog and man. The secret source of humor itself is not joy, but sorrow. When people do not respect us, we are sharply offended. Yet in his private heart, no man respects himself much. There is no character, howsoever good and fine, but it can be destroyed by ridicule, however poor and witless. We should be careful to get out and experience only the wisdom that is in it, and stop there. The exercise of an extraordinary gift is the supremest pleasure in life. Human pride is not worthwhile. There is always something lying in wait to take the wind out of it. Conscience takes up more room than all the rest of a person's insides. We can secure other people's approval if we do it right and try hard, but our own is worth 100 of it, and no way has been found out of securing that. Take any type of woman, and you will find in it something to respect, something to admire, something to love. Loyalty to petrified opinions never yet broke a chain or freed a human soul. One frequently only finds out how really beautiful a beautiful woman is after considerable acquaintance with her. By trying, we can easily learn to endure adversity. Another man's Eat a live frog first thing in the morning, and nothing worse will happen to you the rest of the day. Such is the human race. Often it does seem such a pity that no one didn't miss the boat. I never could tell a lie that anyone would doubt, nor truth that anyone would believe. Let us live, so that when we come to die, even the undertaker will be sorry. It is a wise child that knows its own father, and an unusual one that unreservedly approves of him. Concerning the difference between man and the jackass, some observers hold that there isn't any. Of all the animals, man is the only one that is cruel. He is the only one that inflicts pain for the pleasure of doing it. The lack of money is the root of all evil. Having been poor is no shame, but being ashamed of it is. Never ruin an apology with an excuse. Early to bed and early to rise in old age makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Rather go to bed without dinner than to rise in debt. Where there is marriage without love, there will be love without marriage. The heart of a fool is in his mouth, but the mouth of a wise man is in his heart. Fear not death, for the sooner we die, the longer we shall be immortal. Glass, china, and reputation are easily cracked and never well mended. It is the working man who is the happy man. It is the idle man who is the miserable man. I didn't fail the test, I just found 100 ways to do it wrong. Instead of cursing the darkness, light a candle. Many a man thinks he is buying pleasure when he is really selling himself to it. Love your enemies, for they tell you your faults. Beware of little expenses, a small leak will sink a great ship. Keep your eyes wide open before marriage, half shut afterwards. He that lies down with dogs shall rise up with fleas. Laziness travels so slowly that poverty soon overtakes it. There are 3 things extremely hard: steal, a diamond, and to know oneself. When you are finished changing, you're finished. If you would know the value of money, go and try to borrow some. The Constitution only gives people the right to pursue happiness. You have to catch it yourself. When you're testing to see how deep water is, never use 2 feet. A house is not a home unless it contains food and fire, for the mind as well as the body. Be at war with your vices, at peace with your neighbors, and let every new year find you a better man. If wall printers were determined not to print anything till they were sure it would offend nobody, there would be very little printed.